Batman Beyond Series 1, Episode 5, titled Meltdown. Now, this episode is done with Mr. Freeze, and which means 9 times out of 10, the story of Mr. Freeze is going to be really good because, Mr. Freeze is a Shakespearean type character, that he has a tragic background, you understand his motives, and seeing like a futury kind of version of him and see what happened after the events of like Sub-Zero and the fourth season of Batman in the anime series. It's quite interesting what the plot is for this episode because you got Derek Powers who his skin is cracking, showing his true form, and this doctor who is voiced by Linda Hamilton, aka Sarah Connor, the original Sarah Connor, saying that, hey, we can kind of fix it if we use a little bit, basically if we use Victor Freeze, who's nothing but a head in a jar, as a guinea pig. And we'll just say we're trying to cure him. We'll let him walk into the sun and, feel a hand on a hot summer's day and all kind of stuff. And at the beginning, when Mr. Freeze is actually like normal and him just having a good day and all that, you feel his happiness. You feel like that quote that he said in Batman in Higher Ice in season 1 of Batman the Anime series. You feel it. He's like, finally, I'll kill with that, and he actually got basically his wish. Now, when the truth kind of reveals, he does go back to his past self, and I would say this: not a big fan of this version of the suit. I'm kind of the OG hot ice guy, just plain and simple and all kind of stuff. But I mean, if this is, because here's the thing, season 1, there's 3 seasons, you never know. If this is the last, Mr. Freeze story inside the DCAU, this is not a bad way to end off. Like, he goes for his goal, he changes his goal, and in a way, he kind of sacrificed himself. And all that. And which kind of goes into this a battle that Bruce and Terry is having with, Bruce being a person who has very trust issues and he just remembers the man that Victor was. And Terry's like, this is not the man, this is maybe not the guy who seems like he has changed. Looks like he's never going to touch that, Freeze gun ever again. And of course you get this kind of nice backstory between those two characters. The ending's pretty good. The ending's pretty well. I mean, for the first confrontation of Derek Powers and Terry as Batman, as the Derek Powers full form as his basically full radiation. He looks like a green walking skeleton. He's pretty well. It's a real impressive good first fight. It's essentially this. Out of the blue, this person with powers that you are not prepared for shows up and beats your ass, and then you come out at the last minute. That's basically what the thing is. But it's not bad. It's not bad first compensation. So yeah, this is a really good episode. I was like grinning and just had this full of heart and warmth towards it. And if this is if this is the last Mr. Freeze story in the DCAU, it's not a bad way to wrap this massive, great Shakespearean story that they started in '92 in Batman the Anime series. It's just wonderfully well done.